Hello, Gravy Timothy, and welcome back to Nostalgia December? Yeah, I didn't quite get this one done in time. Yeah, so we're gonna collectively call this one Nostalgia November +1. We may have entered overtime. Yeah, welcome back to Victoria Free, where we've got unsavory sites like Denmark. Yeah, I actually haven't played any Vicky 2 in a long while, and I've got a hankering to play it, plus I need to brush up on my skills for a video that's coming up later in December. You know what? I'm feeling like manifesting my destiny today. Yeah, that's right, I'm playing Mexico. Oh, yeah, there you go. That's like the smell of going into the attic right there. So the fun part about playing America in HPM is you have a cash flow crisis, as in the cash is flowing down the drain. Okay, Mexico, you may not have military access to kill the Texans. They are mine. Just getting started on the whole Manifest Destiny thing a little bit earlier. There we go. One Mexican army later, and they have given up on their conquest of Texas. Hey boys, I sure am sending you on a adventure. It's kind of dark. Alright, I got an idea to fix the cash problem. I need to pillage Asia. Oh, I can already do this? Problem solved! The feeling I was not supposed to do that in 1841. Don't mind me, boys, just bankrupting myself over a war in Vietnam. Okay, I'm getting really lucky. First, I just got rid of slavery. Then I also got the event for basic school system. Now I've also got child labor restricted. This is the best game ever if you don't think about the brewing civil war. Okay, you know what? We're also going to go ahead and get universal voting. That'll give us way more immigration, which we are immigration maxing, just not at the moment because no one wants to come to me because I'm at war with Vietnam. And there you go. This isn't exactly what we wanted in Asia, by the way. We're just going to use this as a base for when we can later get treaty ports off of China. Boys, I am bankrupting myself, or I'm coming away with all of China's money. Okay, now we should be making the money, just when I unpause properly. Oh, and there goes Texas, which is great because whilst I was also fighting that China war, the Mexicans declared war for it again, and I had to mobilize. That wasn't fun. Okay, so now with all of this wonderful Chinese opium money, I'm gonna save it all up and build ready for when we take down the Mexicans for good. Oh, we're also getting a lot of immigration from the United Kingdom right now, which is giving me the feeling that things ain't going too well in Ireland currently. That's okay though, Irish people. Instead of being prejudiced against in the UK, you can come to America and be prejudiced against, and then 200 years from now we'll all claim to be you. Not the guys that were throwing rocks at you coming off the boat. Land of the free, baby! Okay, this is going great though. Now that I've got all the money from China, I can finally pay off my debt to the Bank of Moldavia. How did that happen? Oh. Mexico's actually kind of stealing all the immigrants. Hold on a second. Okay, boys, it's time to start manifesting my destiny. Yeah, it's safe to say I put all of that hard-earned Chinese money to, work. Okay, Mexico looks like this, but they won't peace out because they got the Spanish on their side, and, oh no, never mind, they will accept now, but I did also sneak in war reparations, which I may or may not need, because things aren't going well in terms of money again. Hey, but there you go. Now we're looking like America. Definitely gonna have to make another pit stop into China though, because this ain't looking good. Okay, thankfully they gave up pretty quickly there, and I'll be taking myself another treaty port. And there you go, we just got the Oregon Treaty as well, and this is looking nice. What's looking most nice there is that bank account right there. We are actually making money. So I'm just going with the presumption that the Civil War will still happen, as it's kind of like a scripted event, even though we've had slavery gone for a while now. So I'm not gonna go do anything too wild now, just to see if it does pop off. If not, then I'll get back to manifesting destiny, I guess. Oh, What's going on here? Oh, they're just helping out with Sardinia Piedmont, I see. Helping out a bit too much there, though. I feel like if the Civil War was going to happen, it would have happened by now. So I'm going to go back to doing a bit of imperialism. And, you know, since I'm already here, I'm pretty sure, because again, this is HPM, that there is another Civil War that will kick off. I just don't know when. So I'm just going to attempt to be on the ready. Well, there's also the militant socialists. Another day, another pit stop to the Bank of China. There you go. Another war with China. More money straight into my veins. Oh, there's even more land. Oh, coming back to Europe, and we already got a fully formed Germany there. Kind of scary. Hey, we're doing pretty well though. Already up to third great power. Getting that industry up is going to be a little bit more painful though, because we can't actually guide it, as we have no control whatsoever because of our terrible political party. Okay. I don't really have £2 million for the Panama Canal. But I really want to saw this country in half. Impressively, 91% of Americans in 1873 can read, which is, again, very impressive considering it's 1873. Wow, what a surprise. Once again, the Democrats have won the election like they have every other election. Oh yeah, I've also done the unthinkable. Healthcare. Also, while we don't have much going on, I'm going to keep expanding American Indochina. The socialists didn't enjoy me taking out Vietnam. Oh, well, this is my first bit of actual diplomacy with the rest of the great powers. Actually, they're just going to bring me into war with the Germans, aren't they? Alright, good news is, though, we are making enough money now. We don't have to keep pillaging China randomly. And bad news is, I saw this coming. Yeah, I didn't join. Although the Europeans being at war is very good for me. That'll get me a whole bunch of immigrants, hopefully, if they mess each other up bad enough. Alright, we got another election. Who do you think's gonna win this one?
No way!
It's the Democrats! Oh, the Europeans are all tearing apart Africa now, and I'm feeling a little bit left out on this whole imperialism thing. I'm going to return to our time-honored tradition of beating up China. Except this time, I have machine guns, and they're still using muskets and spears. Alright, you want to know a secret about Vicky? 2. Go ahead, beat up China and take Yunnan. You can't take a lot of provinces from China, but the ones you can, I'm pretty sure are their ex-sub-state regions, and there's a weird calculation between the province population and other stuff in your tech for the provinces you can take, but for some reason, usually you can always take Yunnan if you're next to it. And when you do take Yunnan, you might know something a little funny about it. That being that it has a little province down here with precious metals and 1 million people working in it, which leads to a very funny large number over here that's telling me I'm making £1,700 from one single province. Yeah, we should be good for money for a while now, I reckon. Oh, we finally finished the Panama Canal. There you go. Look, we can now go through it. It will truly make our pillaging of the East way more efficient. Okay, another election. Will the Democrats win the entire vote as always? Somebody get me off Joe Biden's wild ride. Hey, well, I have no real reason to do this, but I guess I'm going to get a colony in Africa. I even wasted my own time by bringing my brand new battleships over to do it. Oh, okay, things might start getting heated in Europe. Crises are activated. Oh yes. Hey, you see, the more the Europeans fight each other, the more likely they are to kill each other, and if they're killing each other, they're probably unhappy, and if they're unhappy, they'll leave Europe and come work in my factory. But because it looks like the two largest powers in the world right now are back in the Ottomans, I don't think the Greeks are gonna get Thessaly. Yeah, I wasn't seeing that one happen. Oh, and the Spanish have gone for a bit of a different approach in their politics. You know, while there's a bit of confusion in the air about their government, I think we'll make the most of that. I can just drag along my, like, South American alliance to it as well. Why not? We're bringing the little boats over as well. Venezuela. Okay, the Europeans are really trying to get alliances with me now, but I don't think I'm really gonna go for you, Austria. Okay, we were cutting it deadly close, getting all this added on, and Chile's also taking reparations, which, you know, I can respect the hustle. I'm allowing it. Hey, nice. We went ahead and we liberated Cuba, and also liberated the Philippines. And the cherry on top, the Democrats just won the 10 billionth election in a row. But having the Democrats in control is a bit of a bother, mostly because I really need fuel. I can't get any fuel because, well, the capitalists aren't building any, even if I try to boost it in places, which is really annoying. Which means there is just not enough fuel on the market for us to take advantage of, and we can't even build it, which is just the sad part. Oh, and I can immediately just go ahead and make Cuba a state. Everyone just moves straight on over to some of these provinces. Oh wait, no, actually I should clarify there. They all moved over to Guantanamo Bay, question mark. Also, me and Italy are currently fighting over who gets the right to colonize Western Sahara, which is just as sad as it sounds. Oh wait, it's actually gone to a crisis over Western Sahara. Oh god, no one actually wants to support me either. This is not gonna be good. Okay, so I'm not allowed to join your little club, am I? You know, fine. I don't think Western Sahara is worth dying over. Oh my god. They're out. Although the money going down is nothing to do with the Republicans being in power, it is out to do with the fact that the mine is currently under siege from militant socialists. Oh, it's really going down in Nashville. Oh, while I was putting down all the militant socialists, the Great War started over... Okay, it did actually turn into something eventually. Oh, this ain't gonna go too well, though. It's the UK and the Ottomans versus Italy, Russia, and Germany. Oh, and yep, unsurprisingly, they just carpet sieged the Ottomans down, and the UK and the Ottomans lost. So I was kind of fed up with the socialists kind of rising up all the time, so, I just decided to let them win, which may or may not come with the added bonus of now being able to build my own factories, and also building the Titanic, apparently. Oh my god, yeah, look at my ideologies. Everyone's socialists. Socialists immediately just got voted out by the Republicans. I can't win. I can't win. Okay, I think we're going to be in an endless loop with this one. Oh, and the Germans are officially #1 great power now. I might be able to get in the rankings here a little bit now that I can actually build up the economy a bit, and I am just subsidizing it to get all the points possible. Uh-oh. I think we may unintentionally be heading for a world war over Croatia. I'm not going to back down, but there's no way I can really win this. Oh, wait, scratch that. The Austrians suck. Second Great War over the liberation of Croatia, because why not? Oh, okay, so the best part is about all of this is that Austria's the war leader, so I can go ahead and force the UK out of this war and dismantle their empire, because they're not in charge. Yeah, also, to deal with the issue of, like, bordering Virginia here, I just stacked all my units on the gold mine. Okay, so that was World War II, and oh my god, Italy, you have so many troops. I, though, made sure to go ahead and take the Canadians and make them my puppet. Don't mind if I do. Oh, and now we are dismantling their empire, and I just got myself Nigeria, which is very, very good. Because as soon as you reorganize it, just look at all those goods. That oil alone is better than any oil I have. Oh, I just realized that put us up to #1 GP. We have beat out the Germans by a hefty amount, even though they are, absolutely huge, by the way. They just beat up France again and dismantled them. You know, British Burma, kind of looks a lot like the Russian Empire in disguise. Well, you know what? At least they were polite enough to wait until the war was over. Great power number one in the world or not, it does not matter, as the militant socialists can never be happy. Things were pretty stable for our country, so I decided to share it with the Chinese, with the 5th American Qing War. Oh, this time I could just straight up take Taiwan. Don't mind if I do. You know, this ain't even my problem. 100 years from now, when the angry Chinese people realize what I did to their country, the future Americans will have to deal with that one. WW3. What the hell's this over? Oh, for the Banat Republic. Well, that ended very quickly, and I don't know if you can tell by who's on the map right now, who exactly won it. Oh, Austria is currently getting sieged down by the old, right-wing parties. I think I know who that might spawn. Burma's about as stable as it is in real life right now. Okay, I was coming here to show off the old 6th American-China War, but, the Japanese war to dismantle the Russian Empire. Getting a bit historical here, are we? I've declared on the Russians to install democracy, which has caused the 4th Great War. I just went the land of Vladivostok, but I think I shall take this as a sign that the West is probably weaker. Boys, we have made it to the gates of Moscow, and this probably cost a lot of lives on both sides. Well, sadly I can't dismantle the Russians, but I can dismantle the Italians who are on their side, so yeah, don't mind if I do. Oh, I probably could dismantle them because the Japanese won their war. That would make sense. So it's actually a very valid strategy to get people to migrate to America. I just go over there, you know, beat up Russia and Italy, then all their people come over to live here. Hey, but either way, it's 1932 now. We are number one in every single thing now. And, yeah, I think it's definitely time to call it an end here. Also, it's funny looking at this great power list about who's actually here. We got the US meet Germany, the British, Netherlands, the Dutch are here, Swedes, Japan, and Canada, and then... Uh-oh. Yeah, it didn't last too long with that democracy I installed with them, I see. Well, look at that. This is a world that has been absolutely torn apart by 4 world wars. It's been a bit of a chaotic one, to say the least. Hey. And all that matters in the end is that America came out on top. We just had to shoot quite a few militant socialists on our way there. Hey, but if you enjoyed this little look back of Vicky 2, feel free to leave a like. Hit the subscribe button down below if you want to see more. There will definitely be more, because some is coming up pretty soon. So make sure you leave a like. Hit the subscribe button down below to see it. 99% of our country can read, by the way. I feel bad for that 0.1%.